That's all folks. Fulham learn the danger of data fixation. The week ended as it began, colorfully, for Fulham, the club who are certainly not going quietly, where the Premier League is concerned. The sight of 32-year-old new signing Ryan Babel, with crimson-red hair, declaring he can keep them up was as eye-catching as owner's son Tony Khan telling a fan who challenged him on Twitter that he could go to hell. This is not how things seem destined to play out when Khan's father, Shahid, bought Fulham in 2013 and applied a calm rationale to the Wild West element of the football business, buying players. The purchase of Kostas Mitroglou, 6 months into Khan's ownership, encapsulated the madness for the American billionaire during the disastrous managerial era of Felix Magath. A club record £12 million was paid out for the Greek striker, who started just one game before disappearing off on loan to Olympiakos, never to be seen at Craven Cottage again. Khan and his son, Tony, looked for a way to make buying players more scientific, less arbitrary, and the analytics system universally known to the club as RITA, roster improvement through analysis, was born. Khan Jr. established a statistical department, employing the sports data and analytics company TruMedia Networks, which he had set up with his former college friend Craig Kline, to develop a transfer strategy. Khan Jr. saw a far broader commercial potential for TruMedia, if he could demonstrate its worth at Fulham. Some of the players who scored a high analytics rating, such as midfielder Tom Kearney, have been a success, though there has been unease that the adherence to the system was too slavish. Khan and Kline rejected the signing of Glenn Murray, who has 43 goals in 81 league appearances since going to Brighton instead, and forward Callum Wilson, a key part of the Bournemouth side, because their numbers were not good enough. Fulham's charge to promotion consigned those doubts to the background. But what has happened since August shows that analytics cannot tell the full story when it comes to building a top-flight side. Strong data does not mean the dressing room culture will be right, and Andre Schurrle has this weekend spoken of the lack of a hierarchy in the squad. Football clubs are highly charged, emotional places, especially when the going is tough, one Premier League executive who has used analytics told the Mail on Sunday. Analytics do have a big part to play. The old school need to wake up to that. But you need good people in the building at clubs. That is down to instinct. Numbers can't tell you that. The data certainly seem to obscure some underlying factors about Boubacar Kamara, the French striker who joined from Amiens amid a dramatic £100 million outlay this summer. Insiders indicate the 23-year-old has been far from a harmonious presence. He has twice been at the center of controversy in the past month, arguing with Aleksandar Mitrovic over who would take a penalty and provoking another dispute with the Serbian when refusing to stay silent during a yoga session. Kamara is expected to be dropped for the visit of Tottenham on Sunday. Neither do the numbers foretell whether players will even be able to communicate. The £100 million outlay also equipped them with 2 new Spanish goalkeepers, Fabre and Sergio Rico, who arrived from Besiktas and Sevilla respectively with barely a word of English. Defenders found Fabre could not understand a word they said. He has barely featured. Buoyed by a sense that buying players was not so complicated, Khan Jr. installed himself as director of football in 2017 and his workload has not receded since. He has just been tasked with setting up a new wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling, being launched by his father in America, though he insists this is not a problem. Khan does appear to be allowing manager Claudio Ranieri greater reign over buying players than Slavisa Jokanovic. Ranieri would like to bring together 2 members of his Leicester City title-winning squad, Danny Simpson, 32, and Danny Drinkwater, 28, as well as Chelsea's Gary Cahill, 33. The age profile suggests a move away from the slavish adherence to analytics, in a desperate attempt to salvage Premier League status. At 32, Babel, who has played for 6 clubs in 5 countries since leaving Liverpool, does not seem to think that his time in West London need be short-lived. "Hopefully we'll keep Fulham in the Premier League," he said. "Then we can go sit around a table again and see if everything makes sense to maybe extend."